if children slowly dying and dead wives weren't enough for you, how about a bit of domestic terrorism? Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me, I am back. Sorry, it's just this show, it keeps surprising me with, like, how dark and deep it can get. I mean, if you watch the trailers, you know, but this is all about domestic terrorism. Tons of people die. And that's a nervous laughter, I'm sorry. But whoa. And of course, if you haven't caught on by now, we're talking about the show Reverie. And I can't talk too much without spoiling, so I will just say that I'm going to go recap it right now. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I know it seems like I've been giving it a glowing endorsement, but it's just because it shocked me, but I still really liked it. And I will go into recapping and talking about why I liked it now, but I just want to give spoiler warning. Also, real quick, sorry this is going up a little late. As you know, lately I've been having a tendency to go long, and apparently I had already recorded this video, and it went so long that it killed my camera's battery. So I'm sorry about that. And so I had to wait for it to charge some, so I'll try to keep this quick. Won't go into too much detail, but I will say that sorry, also I've been having a long weird day, so I'm in a little bit of a funk. I do English good. So let's get into it. So Monica, because I just tried to remember all their names, looked them up before recording. Because in my first recording I was like, this guy. And I think I ended up accidentally calling David Haywood's character Hank for some reason. But anyway, Monica, the head government funded chick, comes to them and says, hey, look, there was a bomb that went off at a bank, killed like 60 people, including at least one little girl. We know that because they made note of it. And there was a survivor who, according to camera work, saw the bomber, and we need to identify them because... And then she shows video of the guy who bombed them and claimed, took responsibility for it, and said that there were other bombs that were out there. And so they were like, we need her to identify him so that we can get who he is and pick him up before he puts any more bombs. But the only problem is that she's in a coma, so they want to use Reverie to like hijack her coma, make her think that she's reliving that moment, but have Moira as an observer, so that when she re-meets the guy, hopefully the Reverie and her memory can work together so that she can piece together who it actually is, and Moira can see who it is. And I will give them a real quick shout out here because I'm trying to go quick, but it was really cool to see Paul, that's his name, go in and actually see the Reverie as it's being made, which is a cool part of the world that we really hadn't seen before. And so that was really cool to see, and I hope we get to see more of that, and we get to see more of the people who make the worlds. Because they seem like interesting characters. They even threw like one or two one-off lines to know people's characters, some of the characters within the group. Even though they never gave them names. I think one of them they said Dave. But anyway, going back to the main plot. So they set that up. They go to do the plan. Moira goes in, even though it's a risk, because she's in a coma and they've never done this before. But lo and behold, when she goes to see the guy, it's a blank right in this area. It's actually really cool, like digital empty effect thing that I like. But we also find out she knows him. Or at least she calls him by his, like, pseudonym name that he calls himself on the video. And they do some research and find out that she's not the real her. She's someone else pretending to be the girl who's the security person. She was their inside woman. And so they're like, okay, that's kind of murking things up. But they decide to go. They find out that she has a friend. They decide to go in and have Moira pretend to be the friend, which is the first time that we see Moira go in and look like someone else, which was pretty cool because in certain scenes we saw real Moira wearing the clothes of the person, and then we see her look in the mirror and she's the person. She's the friend, which was really cool, and I hope they do more of that in the future. So they go into do that, and it seems to maybe be working, but then she collapses and Moira is booted out of the system. The girl had a collapsed lung. She's going into intensive care. She's gonna be dead within hours. So Moira does some digging, talks to Mom a few times in between the episode, and basically finds out that the girl's whole story is that her father was a scumbag who, I think they said, embezzled money from a lot of people and is in prison till like death. Like life in prison. And the mom didn't want her to go through all that crap, so she lied to her. And this girl just feels like she's been lied to by everyone in her life. Which makes Moira think, oh shit. Everyone's been lying to her, and then I come in and lie to her even more. No wonder she didn't give up the information, so she's like, screw it. The girl's about to die, but we need information. Save lives from another bomb. So she goes in without like Charlie knowing or anyone else. And she goes into the girl's reverie. Because that almost sounded naughty. And so she talks to her, tells her the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. So help her God. Sorry, I had to. I was accidentally saying those words, and so I just needed to go through the whole thing. But anyway, the truth shall set you... was tongue twister even in the first recording. The truth shall set you free. And so she tells her the whole truth about the reverie and everything. And she's like, okay, I know about one bomb that's being made and it's going to be at this place. And doesn't give her the exact place. but gives her enough information, because we find out that even this dude who roped her in lied to her and basically told her that they were going to have the bomb, but the bomb was going to go off when no one was there, just to send a message. She didn't know that he planned to kill a crap ton of people. And so another person lied to her, which made Maura at that time feel even worse. But anyway, she gets the information out of the girl, but then, oh no, the girl is dying. She gives her one last thing to tell her mom, which led to a really touching scene that I won't go into because I've been talking for too long and I've said that I wanted to keep this short. But I do want to point out that we get to see Moira try to come out of the reverie as the girl's dying, and it's not working. So then she flashes back and remembers the whole, like, reverie safety thing, which is that intricate little flowery image that you can touch in the reverie, and it will automatically boot you out as like a failsafe. So she starts running, but she's a long way away, and so we get to see her running through the reverie as it's slowly dying and digitizing, and the world is ending around her. The digital world is ending around her, and at the very last second she touches it, wakes up. Unfortunately, the girl, for the first time in the show, has passed away. But they do get and find the bomb, and she has a touching moment with the mom. Then we, in a subplot that has been going on between Alexis, the head tech girl, and Charlie. And it was really cool, but I've been going on for too long. And it was a cool scene between them, and we also find out that this wasn't her. She saw the best friend kill herself in the episode, and we find out that's not the first time that she's seen a dead body, indicating her brother, which I think will hopefully be resolved by the end of the season, especially because NBC's so quick-heavy to cancel shows. I'm not bitter at all about Rise. Anywho, we then had a scene where everyone gets together, including Alexis, who's been very standoffish. But we see her more join the group, and they all have a good, touching scene where they're all bonding together. This was very bittersweet ending to a good episode, but heavy episode. Tell me what you thought in the comments below if you've seen this, and maybe let me know what you think about the video. And of course, typical YouTuber, I gotta say it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe share. I appreciate it. We are so close to 100 on this channel. But to all of you that do watch, thank you. And I will see you, I would say tomorrow, but technically this is going up after 12, so technically later today for Cloak and Dagger, which hopefully I will have that on time. Anywho, that's it for now. Till next time. And beyond. Boy, this was a weird one. Even for me.